So new chapter, current electricity, very scoring for JEE mains and the NEET, and 2 to 3 questions generally occurs from this chapter better, and also almost like an easy chapter, not much difficult. So direct questions, even which have been studied in your 10th class or 9th class also, the basics related to this one. So let us try to define the first one better. That is nothing but of your definition of this one, electric current. Electric current. Electric current is nothing but rate of flow of the charge. It is defined as rate of flow of charge. Rate of flow of charge through an area held perpendicular to the direction of flow of charge. It should be perpendicular. This point is important bit. So it is nothing but rate. Anything divided by time is known as of your rate. Passing through any area which is held perpendicular to direction of the flow of charge is called as of your electric current. If area is not in the direction of the current, you need to resolve the area. So for the conditions, we'll be taking the area as of a vector quantity. So we need to resolve the area in the direction of your electric current part of relation. Here, like say for example, if there is a conductor like this for me, so I'll take here right now. This is some conductor. And if the current is passing through this one like this, okay, so the current is passing through this conductor like this. Area of this one should also be perpendicular to this one better. If I take the front side of area will be in the outward direction, and this side of area will be in the front direction. Area is always perpendicular to the surface beta. Area is always perpendicular to the surface part of relation. Okay. So how do you define an electric current? The rate of flow of the charges through any area which is held perpendicular to direction of the flow of charge is called as of your electric current part of relation. Okay. If the current is not in the direction beta, in the direction of your area, then we need to resolve and take the area in the direction of your current. Okay. So in this one, whatever the charge has been moving beta, they are moving with your constant speed. So in this one, let us try to define the first term. What do you mean by your average current? I average, isn't it? So in your kinematics, you defined it. I average is nothing but what beta? Delta Q divided by your delta T. Okay. Or else we write this one as of your Q2 minus of Q1 divided by your T2 minus of T1. That is nothing but of your total charge flowing through the total time or time interval or in a given time interval. Okay. And one more current also we define, that is known as of your instantaneous current. I instantaneous is equals to, we use the differentiation, that is nothing but of your dq by your dt. Okay. So these are the two currents we'll be defining in this one. One is your average current, I is equals to delta Q by delta T. And another one is your instantaneous current, that is nothing but of your dQ divided by your dt part of relation. Is it clear? Is it clear? Chalo. Let's see. If I take the conductor beta, so this is some conductor. This conductor is made up of your n number of your electrons. And this is the one end, and this is your another end. If one end is connected to positive terminal of your battery, positive end of the battery and this one to the negative end of the battery, positive and negative. Then the conventional flow of current is in the direction of this one beta, and the current which is been flowing in opposite direction, this is called as of your electronic current. The velocity with which the electrons are moving in opposite direction is called as of your drift velocity. So I can say that every time whenever we are talking about the direction of your current in this one beta, direction of your current is in the direction of flow of positive charge. Okay, that means opposite to the direction of your electronic current. Okay, now beta?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Tell me, what will be the units of current beta? I is equals to Q by T. Charge is measured in your coulomb and time is measured in seconds. 1 coulomb per 1 second is known as of your 1 ampere, represented by letter capital E. So this is your SI unit. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now tell me, area is sorry, current is a vector quantity or scalar quantity beta? First even though the current is having both magnitude and direction, it is not obeying the vector laws of addition. That is the reason electric current is a scalar quantity. Electric current is a scalar quantity.
Sir. Sir.
Sorry, beta, కొంచెం delay అయిపోయింది. So direction of the current is always from where, beta? In the direction of the flow of your positive charge, and unit of the current is nothing but of your 1 ampere, and current is nothing but what, beta? Scalar quantity, because it is not obeying the vector addition law. It has both magnitude and direction, but it doesn't obey vector addition laws. Vector addition laws like triangle law, parallelogram law, and polygonal law. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Sure. See, if the current is moving in the circular shape, beta, like this, having a radius r, this one is having a radius of your r, and there is an electron which is been revolving in this one. This is E minus, moving with a certain velocity v, and angular velocity of this one about this axis is represented by your omega. Okay, so we know that when a particle is moving in circular path, v is equals to r into omega, and for one complete revolution, time period will be equal to how much, beta? T is equals to your 2 pi by your omega. And the reciprocal of a time period is known as of your frequency. F is equals to your 1 by your t. So as we know, the current I is equals to Q by, if the electron is making one complete circle, I can write it as of your capital T. That means I can write this one as of your Q, 1 by T is nothing but frequency. So I can write in terms of frequency like this. Or else I is equals to Q by T value is equals to 2 pi by omega. So it will go here right now. So this will be written like this. Or else I can even write V is equals to R omega. So I can write here Q into omega is equals to V. This will become for me 2 pi into your R, isn't it? So I can write the current either in terms of velocity or in terms of omega or in terms of your radius part of relation. So these are the different forms of your current. I is equals to QF, or I is equals to Q omega by 2 pi, or I is equals to Q into V divided by 2 pi into your R part of relation. Is that clear?
Yes,
Okay, beta. Chalo. If current is variable, beta, if current is variable, variable means changing with respect to time. Okay, if current is variable, then we use integration. Okay, like I is equals to your dq by dt on the other. So I is equals to dq by dt. So I is equals to dq, it will be out. This will be integral of your dt. Okay, if I is constant, if I is constant, if current I, if I is constant, then use directly Q is equals to I into T to calculate the charge. Okay, so for constant current this one, and for the variable current I is equals to this one. Okay, now beta? Sure. If I take a small problem here, see.
1 minute, can you scroll up, sir? Enough, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sure. See this question below. If I give the current, I is equals to some 3t square plus of your 2t. Okay. So I is given for me and I is a function of your time. So now calculate the current beta. Calculate the charge at t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 3 seconds. Try sir. Current is variable ikkada. Time mare koddi ni current maripotundi. So I can calculate the current, I can calculate the charge by using the integration part. So that is nothing but what? Integral of your dq will be equal to integral of your I into your dt. 0 to your total charge anukunnam. So total charge will be integral of dq is nothing but q, that is equals to integral I value is 3 into t square plus of your 2t into your dt. So this will be equal to your integral of 3t square into dt is how much better? This one is 3. Integral of t square into dt is nothing but of your t cube divided by your 3 plus 2 out. Integral of t into dt is nothing but t square divided by 2. This 2, this 2, this 3, this 3 will get cancelled. Limits for this one is for your 0 to some time, whatever the time you are given in the problem. That is nothing but 3. So 0 to your 3 part equation. So if I'm writing this relation, q is equals to t cube means upper limit is 3 cube plus lower limit is nothing but equal to how much will mean this one? In the place of t, first substitute upper limit beta, that is nothing but of your 3
square.
Then it will be equal to minus of lower limit. In the place of t, lower limit, that is nothing but 0 cube. Plus
0 square.
of t upper limit, that is nothing but 3 square minus of your 0 square. 3 cube is nothing but how much for me? 27. 3 square is nothing but 9. And take q will be equal to 36 coulombs. Got it? Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Sure. We take one more question for you. If q is equals to, say for example, t square plus 2t. Okay. Find, first question, current at t is equals to 2 seconds. Number 2, average current from 0 to 2 seconds. Yes, sir. First one is exactly at 2 seconds, means this will give me instantaneous. Exactly at 2 seconds means what? Instantaneous part. So I instantaneous will be equal to your dq divided by your dt. So that is equals to d in the place of q, t square plus of your 2t divided by your tt. Differentiation of t square is how much for me? 2t plus this one is nothing but 2. Isn't it? So exactly at what time is asking? At t is equals to 2 seconds. At t is equals to 2 seconds, I instantaneous will be equal to 2 into 2 plus 2. That is nothing but 4 plus 2. That will be equal to 6 amperes. Okay. In the same way, average current. So if I'm talking about your I average will be equal to your Q2 minus of Q1 divided by your T2 minus of T1. That means the current at your charge at your 2 seconds minus charge at your 0 seconds divided by time at 2 seconds minus of your 0 seconds. Okay. Charge at your 2 seconds ento ostundana chudandi. So charge at your 2 seconds will be equal to, what is the charge given for me? T square plus 2t na. So t value is nothing but 2 square plus 2 into 2. 2 square is nothing but 4 plus 2 2s are 4. That will be equal to your 8. Isn't it? Charge at your 0 seconds will be equal to 0. That means I average will become how much for me beta? I average will be equal to your 8 minus 0 divided by 2 minus 0. That is nothing but 8 by 2. That will be equal to your 4 amperes. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So that was about your introduction related to your electric current part of relation. So what is an electric current? The rate of flow of the current through any area held perpendicular to direction of the flow of charge is known as electric current, and it is given by the formula delta Q by delta T. Instantaneous current is equals to dq by dt, and direction of current is in the direction of the flow of positive charge. Unit of this one is nothing but Q by T, that is Coulomb per second, and it is Coulomb per second is known as of your ampere represented by A. Electric current is a scalar quantity because even though it has both magnitude and direction, it does not obey the vector laws of your addition, like triangle law, parallelogram law, and as well as of your polygonal law of vector addition. When a charged particle is moving in a circular path with an angular velocity of omega and linear velocity of your v, then we know the formula from the first year of chapters: v is equals to r omega, t is equals to 2 pi by omega, and frequency is equals to 1 by t. So I is equals to q by t, that is equals to q into f, and I is equals to q omega by 2 pi, that is q into v divided by 2 pi into your r. If current is variable, we use the integration beta. So dq is equal to integral of I into dt. And if I is constant, if I is your constant for me, use directly the formula q is equals to your I into t part of relation. Is that clear?
Yes.
Sure.
Sir, can you show the last sum again?
Charge is given for me t square plus 2t beta. He is asking the current at exactly 2 seconds. Exactly at a particular second means instantaneous, na beta. So instantaneous current will be equal to dq by dt. So just differentiate it and keep it at a time t is equals to 2 seconds, we'll get the answer. Then average means what? Q2 minus Q1 divided by T2 minus T1. Charge at what time is asking right now beta? 2 seconds. And this one is at your 0 seconds divided by 2. So I calculated the charge at 2 seconds. Given charge in the other, Q is equals to t square plus 2t la. In the place of t, I substituted the value of your 2. So I got the value of the charge at your 2 seconds as of your 8. And charge at 0 seconds as 0. So I average is equals to 4 amperes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, na? Any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
మెటల్స్ తీసుకున్నారా మీరు? ఇంకా తీసుకోవడంలోనే ఉన్నారా?
Only few took, sir.
Only few took. మిగతా వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు తీసుకుంటారు మరి? వర్కింగ్ చేస్తున్నారా లేదా ఓకే ఇట్లా వినేసి పక్కన పడేస్తున్నారా?
Sir, you said wave optics you will send some
అసైన్మెంట్స్ కదా ఈరోజు పంపిస్తాను మర్చిపోయాను. ఒకసారి నాకు గుర్తు చేపియండి. నాకు వర్క్ లోడ్ ఫుల్ ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు 7 o'clock క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అయితే నైట్ 7 o'clock వరకు కంటిన్యూస్. మళ్ళీ 9 to 10 ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ ఫ్రీ క్లాస్ ఫర్ ద నీట్ 2021 బ్యాచ్. If you are having any friends, you can tell them beta. 9 o'clock to 10:30, I'm daily taking the free crash course from evening beta. So second year topics nadustunnai. So you can, if you have any of your friends, you can recommend them basically.
Okay, sir.
Sure. This question you would sir. I'll send you the what do you call that one, ID and password also beta. There are any of your seniors, you can tell them basically. Fast revision nadustundi. One shot revisions daily, one chapter with 50 questions. The number of electrons that constitute 1 ampere current is 1 ampere current is. The number of electrons that constitute 1 ampere of current is how much? So when number of electrons are given, we can calculate the charge by the formula Q is equals to N into E. Electrostatics introduction ochintadi meeku.
Yes, sir.
So N will be equal to how much for me? N is equals to your Q by your E. So number of electrons that constitute for this one. So how much coulomb that constitute 1 ampere of the current will be equal to your how much? So 1 ampere of the current means what beta? 1 coulomb per 1 second hai kada? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
1 ampere means what beta? 1 coulomb per 1 second. And coulomb is nothing but directly 1 ampere only. Na? So I can write this one as 1 coulomb divided by charge of electron. 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. This one and this one will get cancelled. So N will be equal to 1 by 1.6 will be equal to 6.25 10 to the power of 18. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So today I'll send you that wave optics numericals beta. You try to practice from that. Okay? Sure.
Okay, sir.
Take care beta. Bye.